You ever wake up one morning, step outside to enjoy your own slice of peace, and realize someone else thinks your life, your property belongs to them? Yeah, that happened. I swear I couldn't have written a crazier script if I tried. Let me take you straight to the moment it all went sideways right in my so-called quiet neighborhood, in the backyard I thought was my private oasis. I'd only lived there a couple years, moved in, paid my dues, and for once in my life I actually felt like I'd made it. Big yard, enough space between houses so you don't have to know your neighbor's Wi-Fi password, and best of all, a gorgeous in-ground pool. The kind you see in those brochures that make you forget about your student loans for a minute. The last owners built it legit HOA paperwork and everything, even put up a high fence. Probably saw what was coming. Next door, there's Linda. If you know, you know there's a Linda in every neighborhood. 3 kids, a smile that always looked forced, and a knack for acting like she runs the block. You'd see her outside pretending to weed her lawn, but really just eyeing everyone else's business. Her kids, man, they were a handful, darting into the street shouting like their vocal cords were on sale. I tried to be understanding, single parent, probably overwhelmed, but sympathy runs dry. Quick when chaos jumps your fence. One muggy Saturday, I'm floating in my pool, eyes closed, just letting the world melt away. Then splash screaming chaos, and before I even sit up, there's Linda's 3 little monsters diving into my pool clothes, and all towels and pool noodles everywhere. I glance over, and sure enough, Linda's leaning on my fence like she owns stock in my backyard, smirking like this is some cute family get-together. "Hey, you enjoying the sunshine?" she says, not an ounce of shame in her voice. "I try to play it cool, Linda. Your kids can't be in here. This isn't the public pool. It's my backyard." She laughs, says, "Don't be rude. It's just a pool. You're not using all of it, are you? Like my pool's a pizza, and I shouldn't mind if someone grabs a slice." I remind her nicely at first that it's on my property, that the HOA signed off years ago, and if her kids get hurt, it's on her. She doubles down, says, "I'm on the HOA board. This pool is basically for the neighborhood." Yeah, except she wasn't, and it wasn't. I'm trying to reason with the kids, telling them it's time to go, but they act like I'm invisible. So I start picking up their stuff, towels, floaties, whatever, and tell them they can have it back at the fence. That finally gets them out, but Linda's already dialing her phone, lips tight, eyes blazing. Next thing I know, she's hissing into the phone. "He's threatening my children. He's yelling. He's dangerous. Please come quick." I can't help but laugh, but honestly, a little part of me was nervous. You never know how these things go when the cops show up and you're the one with a backyard and a pool. Sirens, flashing lights, and suddenly my little street turns into front row seats for neighborhood drama. Cops separate us, start taking statements. Me still dripping, clutching a pool noodle. Linda theatrically wiping her eyes. Her kids huddled like extras in a courtroom drama. I hand over my deed, my HOA letters. Anything that proves I'm not running a speakeasy out of my pool. Linda, though, she goes full soap opera. Accuses me of attacking her kids, claims I assaulted her, the whole 9 yards. And then she snaps, shoves me in front of the officers, smacks me right across the face. Her kids start bawling, and you can hear half the neighborhood's phones recording the whole thing. I'm standing there stunned, half expecting to wake up and realize I fell asleep with the TV on. Enter stage left the real HOA president, Mr. Graham, a no-nonsense guy with a look that says he's done this dance before. He talks to the officers, tells them, "Linda, you know good and well, this isn't the community pool. The actual one is 3 blocks over, and you're not on the HOA board." Stop saying that. It turns out Linda had pulled this same trick before, always pushing the boundaries, always inventing some new rule for everyone else. This time she just went too far. The cops ask if I want to press charges, and I think about just letting it slide, not making it a bigger deal. But looking at Linda, her kids, confused neighbors whispering the whole circus, I realize if nobody stands up, she'll never stop. So I say yes for trespassing and assault. Linda gets cuffed right there in front of everyone, her kids sent off with Mr. Graham, while the rest of us just kind of stare, not sure whether to cheer or pretend we didn't see anything. I go inside still buzzing with adrenaline and immediately call my lawyer, dig up every scrap of paperwork ready for the fallout. But you know what? The neighborhood rallies. People I barely know come by with their stories. Apparently Linda's been terrorizing the block for years, cutting through yards, peeking in windows, you name it. One neighbor even has the whole slap on video, hands it straight to the cops. The trial goes faster than I thought. Linda tries to paint herself as the victim, but the evidence is rock solid. Even Mr. Graham shows up, stands in my corner, says enough is enough. The judge takes one look at the videos and paperwork and finds her guilty trespassing assault, banned from my property. And suddenly the block feels a little safer, a little lighter, with Linda finally out of everyone's hair. But here's the thing, I still wonder if I did the right thing. Maybe if we'd spoken up sooner, maybe if the HOA wasn't so easily manipulated, this whole circus wouldn't have happened. Maybe Linda just needed someone to finally draw the line hard. Or maybe there's always going to be a neighbor who pushes and pushes until someone pushes back, and it just happened to be me this time. So what would you have done? Was I right to take her to court, or would you have tried to talk it out for the sake of keeping the peace? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because trust me, I know I'm not the only one dealing with HOA drama, and sometimes you just need to know you're not crazy. Hit that like if you think boundaries are worth defending, and share your own wild neighbor stories. I'm all ears.